Let's keep it exactly like that for tonight. Right. Well, a 10-minute break while Jimmy has his charcoal biscuit, and then we'll run through the script.
Oh, you get charcoal biscuit.
Listen, I think that's one.
I'm scared.
Okay. Oh, Susie, my dear.
No, thanks. You'll have to tell her you don't smoke.
Married?
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 Married.
Married? Married.
Married?
Married. He got some little fishes.
Jerry Jerningham and Lady Bartlett?
Absolutely. I mean, we're pretty sure she was in the box at the theatre the night of the riot and the fire and everything.
In the midst of which young Jerry Jerningham disappeared.
Yeah. I put it down to natural cowardice. Not that I blame the chap.
Do you think that he was drugged and abducted?
Who am I to speculate? All I know is they've come back married.
Could that make Jerry Lord Bartlett?
Oh, I don't know. He always has been Lord Jerningham.
And there's going to be a party on stage at the Hippodrome. There's bound to be champagne.
Is this it?
This is it.
That's him! Who? Dr. Hugh MacFarlane, Miss Trent's long-lost true love.
Right, here we go. Jess! My lords, ladies and gentlemen, pray be upstanding for Miss Elizabeth Trent and Dr. Hugh MacFarlane.
I'm sorry, they're all quite mad. They're always doing things like this.
It's just by way of a rehearsal.
A rehearsal?
Yes, for Jerry and his Lady Muck.
Come on, let me introduce you to people you haven't met. This is Mrs. Joe Brumlett.
How do you do?
How do you do, Dr. MacFarlane? Don't tell my husband, but I once walked out with a medical student. Oh, it was before I met Joe, of course. He was always wanting to look at my tongue.
How very disconcerting.
He saw symptoms everywhere. And this is Mr. Joe Brumlett.
Delighted.
Charles, please.
And this is Dr. Morton Mitchum, 4 times round the world.
Really?
Tell me, have you ever studied tropical or oriental diseases? They're here. Ooh, we're about to be invaded by the happy couple. Interesting what you were saying about those diseases.
I said nothing.
It's often like that.
Would you mind saving the gossip till afterwards with the custard? This is... My lords, ladies and gentlemen, a 15-round contest. In the prop corner, Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Jerningham.
Thank you so much. I think you're all absolutely wonderful.
Did the champagne arrive?
Yes, we kept you a glass.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my custom to write silly songs for silly occasions. This is no exception.
I say, Inigo, it isn't really silly, is it?
No, of course it's not silly. It's a little song dedicated to Lady P and Jerry J. Thank you. Lady P and Jerry J disappeared one fine day. Jerry J and Lady P came back matrimonially. Jerry J and Lady P came back matrimonially. Jerry J and Lady P, she is pretty so busy. Lady P and Jerry J have shown us all the way. Lady P and Jerry J have shown us all the way. Lady P and Jerry J, here's our wish upon this day. Jerry J and Lady P, may your marriage blissful be. Jerry J and Lady P, may your marriage blissful be.
We can't let an occasion like this sort pass without a speech.
Would you mind awfully if we waited a minute?
Wait a minute.
Until everybody arrives.
But I thought everybody had arrived.
I've arrived.
I'm unquestionably here, poised with my speech.
We promised we'd wait for Mr. Memsworth.
Mr. Memsworth?
Well, I think it's only right and proper we should wait for Mr. Memsworth. I always do, don't you?
You are talking about the Mr. Memsworth?
Of course. You mean the Emperor?
He's one of my oldest and dearest friends.
Sorry, who is this Mr. Memsworth?
It's no good asking me, lad. They were a Hudspeth played left half for Bruddisford.
Mr. Memsworth is the greatest impresario in the world of musical comedy. He's coming here.
He couldn't kick with his right foot, though.
Well, I thought Monty Mortimer was the greatest impresario in the world of all these things.
No, he's only about the second or third greatest.
And I knocked him out.
Lady Partlet.
Mrs. Jerningham, actually.
Yes. Could I just get something clear? You were in the theatre the night of the riot and the fire and everything.
Oh, my dear, it was a miracle I survived.
Yes, well, was your dear friend the Emperor here too?
Yes, and he's coming here today to join the party.
Why don't we get the opening chorus lined up there when he comes down? We'll hit him right in the eyeballs.
Hey, yo!
When the sunshine drives the dark clouds from the sky, when the landlord's got a twinkle in his eye, when the birds sing, then you know the reason why you are with the good companions, 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 the good companions.
I'm utterly perplexed, Elizabeth.
I think the Emperor's going to speak.
My friends, thank you so much for this very touching welcome.
It's the least you deserve.
Possibly.
Did you enjoy the show the other night, Mr. Memsworth?
I will tell you about your show. Please, sit down. Thank you. My very dear friend, Lady Partlet, the former Lady Partlet, said to me, you must come and see these clever people. I realize now her motives were not entirely disinterested, but we will let that pass. I must confess, I laughed. New talent in Gatford is not impossible, but in our profession, it is improbable. I'm sure you will agree.
Absolutely.
My friends, I came, I saw, and I was conquered.
Shh, Inigo.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help thinking that Monty Mortimer was conquered too.
And indeed, I had the additional pleasure of seeing my very dear friend and affectionate rival, Monty Mortimer, laid out with as good a punch as I've seen since the great days of Bombardier Billy Wells.
Oh, that was you, Joe.
Yes, I know it was.
But you did enjoy the show, Mr. Memsworth.
Yes, my dear, I did enjoy the show. I was captivated by the show. I saw three young people of real, quite exceptional talent. I find a young comedian who can dance, who can act, who has charm and personality. I'm told she also has ambition.
Oh, I'm bursting with it.
In which case the sky is the limit. Secondly, I found a juvenile lead. I know all about him now. I'd been told a great deal about him well in advance.
Well, I might have been a little biased.
But it was all true. Thirdly.
Me?
I found a young composer who can write songs that leap across the footlights into the audience and stay there. Do you think you can write any more like that?
Oh, I should jolly well think so.
My word. Confidence. At any rate, I'm currently involved in putting together a new musical. Started as a French farce, became an operetta in Vienna, a song and dance show in New York, and with new words and music, we shall be opening in the West End during the summer. Now, I want the three of you to be part of my great adventure.
Oh, that's wonderful, Mr. Memsworth. Excuse me, Mr. Memsworth.
Yes? Will somebody introduce me?
Oh, Miss Elizabeth Trant, the manager of the Good Companions.
You have much to be proud of, my dear.
I know. And I am proud. I'm very proud that Inigo and Jerry and Susie are getting the chance they all deserve. I'm also very proud of the rest of the company. Equally proud. I had hoped to organize a good summer season in Bournemouth for my company. Now it seems I have only half a company. But I would still like them to have a good summer season.
I don't involve myself in seaside work, Miss Trant.
Oh, but I'm sure you know somebody who does. Any self-respecting emperor should know a few barons or dukes.
Well, I was talking to Bellaby in the Garrick the other day, and what was he saying? Was it Hastings or Eastbourne?
Eastbourne?
Tell me, is there a working telephone in this building?
Yes, perhaps Mr. Oakroyd.
Oh, aye. If you'd like to follow me, mind you don't trip over out.
Well, it looks like the end of the Good Companions.
It's sad, isn't it?
Yes. Why can't we have one nice thing without giving up another nice thing?
That, my dear lady, is life.
I get the impression my speech will be no longer required.
Isn't it all wonderful, darling?
Yes, wonderful. Darling.
It's like a dream.
Absolutely.
You're an astonishing woman, Elizabeth.
Yes.
Mr. Morton Mitchum lights one of his famous cheroots, and we see them all through a blue haze. Mrs. Joe is 10 years younger than she was an hour ago, while Joe himself nods and grins and agrees with everybody. Everybody has so much to say, and is eager to say it. Miss Elizabeth Trant and Dr. Hugh MacFarlane say it silently. Inigo says it, clean and untidy, in the pleasant undergraduate way that remains with some men. Susie turns from one to another, laughing, teasing, fooling, as if those dark eyes would see 10,000 years of life undimmed. In another moment, they will be nothing but names and news.
Jess! Everybody's forgotten old Jess.
No, not quite everybody yet. He were waiting for me in the office.
Come at once, Mother Bad, Leonard.
Oh, and young chap's got it all fixed up, seemingly, for Eastbourne.
Is it your wife that's ill?
Aye.
Poor old lad.
Well, see, that, my dear lady, is life.
We see them through a haze, which thickens, deepens, shredding away colour, blurring shape, like time itself flowing mistily away. And now we cannot see them at all, and perhaps we'll never see them again. Mr. Oakroyd returned to Bruddersford with all the easy dispatch of a travelled man. He had often seen himself coming back like this, arriving by train, having a bit of a holiday like, smoking a leisurely pipe in Woolgate long after everybody else had clattered off to work. But now, it was all different. This trip had a shaky and darkish look about it.
Never mind that. How's your mother?
Right bad.
I knew she were poorly when I come at Christmas. I wrote and told our Lily.
Took her to hospital on Friday. Operated straight off like.
What they operate for?
Appendix, they said. Well, it's further on like. Peritonitis, I reckon.
You girt fathead, why didn't you let me know afore? Why do you wait till now?
I couldn't.
Haven't you since you were born waited? You couldn't? How do you mean you couldn't?
She said, don't tell your father. Last thing she said before they took her in.
Why would she say that?
Nay, I don't know, except she didn't want you to know.
I shall go to the infirmary tomorrow and ask for myself.
I generally get fish and chips in when shop opens.
Aye, that'll suit. Hey, I noticed motor shows are shut in Woolgate.
Oh, it shut last month.
I used to tell them, hey, concert party like. Butter shows is the only shop in England where you can buy sheet music and tripe all under the same roof.
Aye. Well, it shut last month.
Hey, up.
What?
Where's lodger?
Albert?
I left home on account of your mother taking in Albert Tugridge as a lodger. Where is he?
He left a fortnight. He's getting married next week. He got caught.
Caught?
I told him he would, but he wouldn't leave her alone. They didn't give him any option either when they knew. The father came round to see him. Big fella. Poor old Albert.
Poor old nothing. I'm sorry for lasses weds him, and that's no way for you to talk neither, lad.
You what?
Got caught. If I'd said out like that to my father, I'd have got belted.
Things change, Dad.
Do you think lasses are nobbut for following round and laking with? What do you think lasses are? Bits of toys? How's the job?
Got second chair now. Making nearly £4 a week.
£4 a week? Cutting hair?
Oh, a chap offered me a job in Manchester the other day. More money and, like, change. I'm getting sick of Bruddersford.
I know, lad.
If anything was to happen.
Aye.
The Bruddersford Infirmary could not be mistaken for one of the local factories because it has no tall chimney. Otherwise, there is little difference. Here, the Bruddersfordians have a bout to do, a tussle, or a fight to a finish with death.
Number 27. Hey, lass. Nay.
What are you doing here?
Our Leonard sent.
I didn't tell him to.
Yeah, I know. He told me. He thought he'd better send word. He made his own mind up. I told him. He's been a good lad to his mother.
It's time you thought that.
I do think it.
I'm bad, Jess.
Why didn't you tell me before?
I wish they'd let me alone. They can do nought.
Nay, they will.
You better go now.
I can't I do out?
Tell them to let me alone. You managed all right for your sending, didn't you, when you were away?
I never should have gone.
Nay, I don't know. You've done nought to be sorry for. Couldn't be helped. Our Lynette's done right well.
Aye.
go see our Lily, Canada.
It's a long way.
For you've always wanted, isn't it? Jess. I know. Fancy being called number 27. You won't go see our Lily, Canada. I borrowed a Peggy to offer Mrs. something. She'll be wanting it back. You'll be late for work, Jess.
I'm not at work today.
I'm number 27, but I live at number 51. Do you think they've made a mistake? Will you ask them? Oh, Leonard.
I'll ask him.
And ask them to let me alone.
We'll ask him.
What a shame, but the show's closing. He used to deck our Lily. You won't go see our Lily. It's what you've always wanted. You believe a word, yes. I'm number 27.
Jess O'Croy did what had to be done without protest. He put something in the paper, saw the undertaker and the insurance man, and sent a cable to Lily.
They were talking about it. Yeah, they'll do that any road. Oh, all right.
You know what they give me at the hospital?
Eh? What was that?
A brown paper parcel. With your clothes and brush and comb and little envelope with your wedding ring and her false teeth.
Would you credit it?
They've no more sense than young chickens.
And?
Oh, hens then.
What were it like down south?
Much the same as up here.
Did you get to Bristol and Bedfordshire?
Bristol and Bedfordshire?
Don't you remember?
Yes, I've no idea what you're talking
Don't you remember you come here? It was the last time you come here before you cleared off, like, and you wanted to be off somewhere down south, and I said, well, where do you want to go? And you said Bristol and Bedfordshire, and the next minute you'd gone.
By go.
Many a laugh over it in club, chaps coming up and saying, where's Jess O'Croy? And me telling them Bristol and Bedfordshire. Don't tell me you never went to any of them, Jess.
Well, no.
Well, just so as I know what to tell lads in club.
You can tell them that I've been all over the shop. Up and down across Hunt Road. I've seen a great lot of things.
Lord best tell us about them, Jess.
That's a big order, Sam, when you've been about as much as I have.
Now, Jess, you're not going to tell me the whole place is much alike when you come to know them?
Well, some of the sort.
Well, we live and learn. Nay, Jess.
Maybe I just don't feel like talking about it. I mean, not right this minute.
Aye. What's next job? Something in theatre line?
I don't know. There were a bit of talk before I left. I could have a job at South Coast helping me a summer show, but I don't know. I mean, sitting here just thinking about it, and supping a drop of decent ale, it's all a bit of a dream. It's not real.
I can see that.
Mind you, it's been a bit of a dream since I come back home, what with everything. If they'd told me she were ill, but she wouldn't let them. I don't know.
I'll give thee one bit of advice, Jess.
Oh, what's that?
Keep out of joinery and jobbing. I know it's the trade, but the way things are, it's nout. Everybody's scratching with a bit of something.
Is that right?
Like a lot of hens scratching in muck, and there's not enough to go round. I know you've got to make a bit of brass.
Yeah,
like.
I've got a bit, Sam.
Have you?
Right. There.
I can't see now without my specs.
Oh, give them here. You see, Sam, I did a bit of good for a woman as ran concert party. Got her out of the tight corner, you might say. Legal-like, to do with paying damages and such. Well, this is from her solicitors. Dear Sir.
Dear Sir, is that you?
It is. Following the instructions of our client, Miss E. Trant, that's her, like, upon the satisfactory resolution of negotiations re-damage to Hippodrome Theatre, Gatford, we have pleasure in handing you herewith our cheque for £100.
£100?
They've written it in numbers and in writing, so there's no mistake.
Yon's a cheque?
Aye.
Yeah, I've never seen one of these before.
You nor me.
What do you do with him?
I shall ask our Leonard.
By God.
Yeah, I think you take it to a bank or something.
I reckon you mun.
So I'm a gentleman of means.
£100.
And that's my problem.
Don't seem like much of a problem to me.
I've got a trade. I've got no responsibilities to speak of. I've got brass in my pocket. And I don't know what to do, Sam.
I don't know what to tell you.
Mr. Oakroyd returned home accompanied by a dark confusion of thoughts and memories, in which the good companions had their place. He wanted to see them all again, these good companions. Yet they were like shadows flickering on a wall, and he realized that it was not they who had the power to wake him back to life. He walked slowly, a man alone, but not entirely alone, for keeping step with him were immense vague shapes, configurations of mystery, pain, and death.
You don't mind, then?
Yeah, don't mind what?
If I take the job in Manchester.
You've got your own life to lead, son. As long as you settle down a bit and don't go messing about with lasses.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm just, sorting a few things out.
I can see that, but why?
Well, if we're going to sell up, there's a few bits and pieces I'm keeping.
Sell up?
Aye, sell up. I got a telegram this morning when you were out at work. Now, that's a telegram and a cheque, all it same week.
That's from Canada.
Aye, our Lily says I can go out there any time I fancy it. And there's plenty of good jobs for craftsmen. So I thought I'd take a few bits of things.
You're going?
Of course I'm going.
It's a long way.
Long way, note. If it were from here to the moon, I'd go.
Aye, you would, wouldn't you?
Now then, lad, how do I get to Canada?
Assistant passage, I suppose.
What's that?
There are various government schemes to assist the unemployed who wish
Yeah,
to travel...
I want none of that. There's no government messing about with me. I can pay my own way. Third class, nicely. I've checked.
Well, of course, it all depends precisely where you're going and which route you want to take. You could go from either Southampton or Liverpool.
I'll show you. Yeah, I'm going here, see? And I want to go via Gatford.
Gatford?
Yeah, in the Midlands. Here, look, I've got to pick up my tools.
Tools?
Yeah, I've got to see some friends and pick my tools up. Now, I'm a joiner, you see, a tradesman. Now, there's not many of us left and there's not a lot of money in it, but a man me a trade, well, he ain't a machine and he ain't a monkey. He's a man. And that's what you're looking at now, lad. A real man. Canada via Gatford.
If you'd like to depart on Friday...
No good.
But I've got only time
I've got to depart after Saturday. Personal reasons.
I see. Family reasons.
No, personal. United's at home to Huddersfield. Canada via Gatford after Saturday. Cash customer.
It is Saturday afternoon, and a grey-green tide of cloth caps flows sluggishly down the road to the west of the town. Somewhere in the middle of this thick stream is a cap that looks newer than most of its neighbours. It belongs to Mr. Josiah Oakroyd.
But it's been a grand game today. I reckon that beat him, I think. Them last 2 goals, by God.
A tide of caps and men flows on, slowly but gathering speed like our years. Another moment, and Bruddersford is only a grimy crack in the hills. Clear in the pearly light of spring, the high moorland of Yorkshire and Lancashire rises steadily. For this is the Pennine Range, sometimes called the backbone of England. Epilogue. Being a mere postscript, addressed to those who insist upon having all the latest news. Jerry Jerningham is perhaps rather plumper than he was, in spite of diet and massage and exercises. He is, of course, one of the most successful young men on the light musical stage. Now he has triumphantly acquired an American accent, a perpetual reminder of his season on Broadway.
A dream of life, a dream of life. One day you awake and you make your way through the valley of a dream of life. Through the valley of a dream of life. Through the valley of a dream. I'm a star in London and the USA. Hey, 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 I twinkle brightly, just once nightly, lovely as an April day. In my dream of life, in my dream of life.
Mrs. Jerningham, formerly Lady Partlet, is not a public figure and is rarely seen these days.
Oh, I haven't seen you for some time. Well, between Broadway and Hollywood.
Hollywood?
Oh, yes, they want him out there for film tests.
That's wonderful. Did he write and tell you?
Not exactly, no. I read about it in the newspaper.
Oh, I see.
But I don't want you to think for one moment, my dear, that I regret ever having married him.
No, no, of course not.
And no, Susie has not married Inigo. On the other hand, she hasn't married anybody else. There have been times when rumours and little paragraphs in the gossip columns have sent Inigo flying round to see her. But she's laughed and told him not to be so silly.
A dream of life.
A dream of life.
A dream of life.
A dream of life.
One day you awake and you make your way through the valley of a dream of life. Through the valley of a dream of life.
I'm a star in musical and comedy. I hear the laughter hours after. Everyone is hurried home for tea in my dream of life.
I await at the gate where a cabin of fine willow I am making for my lady, taking time to sweetly share my pillow in my dream of life. I've got a present for you.
Oh, I love presents.
It's a book.
Oh. The last knapsack and other essays by Inigo Jolliphant.
I've written a message inside it.
Oh. To Susie, the best companion. Oh, Inigo, thank you. I shall take it with me everywhere.
I was rather hoping you might read it.
Oh, I will read it. Absolutely. I must rush.
Inigo's writing is still a very serious business. The book of essays is so sternly literary that it's almost impossible to read them. He continues to watch, with droll amazement, the rising tide of performing fees, sheet music royalties, gramophone royalties, all like fairy gold. Susie is determined to read Inigo's book all through, one day. Jimmy Nunn, Joe and Mrs. Joe are still in concert party work and lately concluded a successful season with the Red Revellers at either Rill or Colwyn Bay.
This is really grand, isn't it?
Yeah, the wind's coming up a bit.
Just a bit.
Jimmy.
A dream of life, a dream of life. One day you'll wake and make your way through the valley of a dream of life. I sing my song loud and long, the same I sang for 30 years. Tried and trusty ballads, lusty for cash, applause, and sometimes even cheers. In my dream of life, in my dream of life.
5 months' work, 5 months' work, at 6 o'clock and 8:15. A family show, you ought to go and praise the Lord, the digs are clean. In my dream of life, in my dream of life.
I make 'em laugh with jokes about me ma-in-law. My funny hat, the neighbour's cat, your ribs are tickled till they're sore.
In my dream of life.
It's been a lovely summer, hasn't it?
Yeah. This year it fell on a Thursday, didn't it?
The Red Revellers. The things we've been in our time. Red Revellers.
We were once two of Belmont's celebrated bohemians.
I was a Wagstaff wonder at Weston-super-Mare.
The naughty 90s.
Oh, and I was only 17.
Jackson's juveniles. Oh, dear.
Oh, the dinky-doo.
Oh.
The good companions.
Ah, now that was the best.
There'll never be another one like that.
Mr. Morton Mitchum is no longer a performer. He really has gone into management, as he puts it. Though he is nothing more nor less than the manager of the pier at Sandy Bay. He's regarded with awe by visiting professionals because it was he and no other who first discovered Susie Dean, Jerry Jerningham and Inigo Jolliphant.
A dream of life, a dream of life. One day you awake and you make your way through the valley of a dream of life.
I'm up here, over here, where children and mammas may pass the day in simple play while gentlemen adjourn to life's bars. In my dream of life. See them all. Susie Dean, Jerry Jerningham, Inigo Jolliphant. Played with them all on this very pier. Straight away I said, star quality. Susie Dean, no question bound to end up in lights. I knew, just one look, and I knew. That's what you learn after going 5 times around the world. People are all different. Inigo Jolliphant, different again. A born amateur. A very gifted amateur. Nay, nearly a genius, but an amateur. I never wanted the old name up in lights. Never wanted to be a star. I've got my wish. I'm not. Now, what was it you wanted? Oh, the license bar. You'll find it this way if you follow me. Oh, yes. A modest brandy will be very acceptable.
We leave Mr. Morton Mitchum and move briefly to Scotland. The McFarlanes have settled in Edinburgh, where Hugh has a fine practice and occasionally lectures grimly in the university. They have a fat little boy. But I'm sorry to say that Mrs. McFarlane has a secret vice. Now and again, she sneaks into a shop, buys a copy of The Stage, and reads it in a quiet corner.
A dream of life, a dream of life.
in my dream of
Sometimes, when Hugh has to go to London, she temporarily abandons the fat little boy and sees Inigo and Susie.
I enjoyed your book, Inigo.
Now, don't deceive me. Nobody has yet enjoyed my book. Just tell me you read it all. That will be triumph enough.
I take my copy everywhere. No, truly, Inigo, I did read your book.
All of it?
Most of it. Now, how's the handsome Dr. Macfarlane? Still the same? He's written a book.
To the last stethoscope and other wheezes.
No, it's called Some Observations on the Parathyroid Gland.
Oh.
Is it true Jerry's going to Hollywood? Rumour has it.
If he doesn't eat the poisoned humbug Susie sent him by way of a good luck charm.
Don't believe him. I never did.
Sound approach, absolutely.
And are you both happy? Blissfully.
Moderately blissfully.
Are you? Of course. Do you miss us? Sometimes. What? Once a year? No. No more than that.
Oh, I'm so pleased that you're such a success, darling. You're so wonderful. What a pity Elsie isn't here.
But she is here! You know me, I never miss a closing chorus.
Introducing Miss Elsie Longstaff.
This is Elsie, darling. Mrs. Dean, that is me. Wife of Herb and Dalva, and quite content. Lovely hubby, pink and tabby. A little bit lamounchy, but he pays the rent. In my dream of life, I dream of life.
On the road. Oh, you meet such good companions on the road.
When your hair is in a mess and you haven't an address, then you're really a success on the road.
On the road, on the road, you may find the gates of heaven on the road. We have traveled across the nation, given way to each temptation, and we've almost found salvation on the road.
Farewell the dinky doos, 'twas our pleasure to amuse. We paid our dues and never lose the spirit of the dinky doos.
Around the world. Morton Mitchell's travelled 3 times round the world. 4 times round the world.
5 times round the world.
6 times. 7 times.
8 times. 9, 10, 11, 12 times round the world.
Blame the champagne, blame the wine, blame the moonlight shining on the waters of the Rhine. Blame the flowers, blame the moon, blame the gypsy violinist who was playing our tune. Blame the teardrops in your eyes, but don't blame me.
When you're walking down the street, you will see me on my beat, 'cause I'm a policeman. I'm a policeman. When there's trouble in the air, with me whistle I'll be there, 'cause I'm a policeman. I'm a policeman.
I'm looking for a boy like you. I'm looking for a boy like you. A boy who will garland me with velvet and with silk, with diamonds and emeralds and pebbles of that ilk, and a bathroom with gold taps, and running lukewarm masses milk. I'm looking for a boy like you.
There'll be roses round the door, and peace forevermore. You'll hold my hand and let the world stand still. By sun and moon twice blessed, a cottage in the west that nestles in the shadow of the... Happy week, it's a happy week, it's a happy week for the world. All day long, sing a song, full of cheer, full of beer.
Slipping round the corner where nobody can see. Slipping round the corner, my sweetie and me. It's pretty round the corner, it really is sublime. Me and my sweetie, we're slipping all the time. It's pretty round the corner, it's so sublime. Me and my sweetie, we're slipping all the time.
When the sunshine drives the dark clouds from sky, when the landlord's got a twinkle in his eye, when you're nothing, then you'll know the reason why you are with the good companions, 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 good companions.
And then there is Mr. O'Croyd, far away at Bitford Falls, Ontario, Canada. Here we come to a difficulty. Any news of him can only trickle through those craggy little letters of his. It's certain that he's a very proud grandfather, that he and his son-in-law are now running a good tradesman-like business of their own, and that everybody is very well, thank you. I know that Mr. O'Croyd has a little place of his own, down the road from Lily's, where he can smoke his pipe over his 3-week-old copy of the Saturday Sports edition of the Bruddersford Evening Express, sent to him by S. Oglethorpe of Yorkshire, England. Moreover, I gather that Bitford Falls regard him as a man with vast theatrical experience.
Now then, your granddad knows this lady, and he knows the lad that wrote this song. Yeah, oh, aye. He's been around a bit as your granddad.
One day you awake and you make your way through the valley of a dream of life. Through the valley of a dream of life. Here I am, grandfather tradesman and a proper man. I'll tell you this, there's things I miss. But grass is always greener where you first began. In a dream of life.
Mr. O'Croyd is enjoying life, but there are drawbacks. Canada is either too hot or too cold. The tobacco's too sweet. Stoves aren't up to much when you've been used to a kitchen range, and there's a queer, empty look about the place. He admits he longs for a sight of good old Bruddersford. Whether he's as happy as he thought he would be, I do not know, though not for all the world would he venture far from Lily and the children, for they're all forever having a bit of fun. We must leave it at that. In this place, whether we call it Canada or Bruddersford, perfection is not to be found.
neither in men nor in the lot they are offered, to say nothing of the tales we tell of them, these hints and guesses, words in the air and gesticulating shadows, these stumbling chronicles of a dream of life.